Hello, welcome to Web of Stories. My name is Melinda, and I'm here to talk about a book. I don't know if I really call this a book review, because I'm not going to really review it. I'm just going to talk about it. But this year, I am doing Historathon, and for the first quarter, we're doing prehistory to the year 500. And I started off by reading this book, which is 24 Hours in Ancient Athens, A Day in the Life of the People Who Lived There by Matyszak. So, pretty explanatory what this is. The book is broken into 24 hours. So it starts, they label it as the 7th hour of night. So their hours kind of start at a different time than ours do, but it's like midnight to 1 a.m. our time. And each hour, you're focused on a different resident of Athens in the year late 400s BCE. And just a little vignette about what's going on in their life. They do meet people that you have heard of, like Socrates. Oh, my nose is itchy. I'm sorry about that. And it shows you a whole slice of Athenian society. And do notice that I said residents of Athenian society, not citizens of Athens, because not everybody featured in this book is a citizen of Athens. There are, and that's discussed, like this, what's the difference between a citizen and a non-citizen of Athens. The stories they're not completely fictional. Some of the stories are basically a retelling of something that was recorded by someone from ancient Athens. Some are based very heavily on different, documentation from that time. So, I mean, it kind of varies on how much of an authorial creation there is in it, but the facts are all there. The point of it is to show the different parts of Athenian society. Now, it's a short book. It's 255 pages if you don't count, all stuff that ends up at the ends of such books. And I read 1 or 2 hours a day. So it took me almost 3 weeks, but I was reading it really slowly. It was just a kind of pick up and put down book. I enjoyed it. And I did learn a lot of, kind of like fun little things about Athens. Now, do you learn about the government of Athens? No, you don't learn about the big things that you would learn in a history textbook, but you learn the fun little stuff they don't talk about. So that was fun. I will say, because of the structure of this book and how it's written, I do wish that each hour was written a little bit more, I don't want to say fictionally, because it's not that I wanted him to create fiction, but I wanted him to write a bit more in the style of, say, a short story. So a little bit more to grab you as opposed to just kind of tell you some things. Some of these were more interesting to me than others. For example, a counselor takes his lunch break. Not that interesting, but the housewife meets her lover was much more interesting. So, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It is for someone who knows a lot of the history of Athens and wants more of the details, or someone who just wants something light to dip their toe in, because this is a good introduction to Athenian history and Greek history, and to give you a good start if you're going to go and read more. Sorry, my nose was really itchy and I don't know why. Now that I finished this, I'm probably going to hand this book off to my daughter because she loves Greek gods and Greek mythology, and I think she might find this really interesting. Other than that, it's probably doesn't really warrant a space on my keeper shelf. Not to say that I didn't enjoy my time reading it. It just is probably not one that I feel the need to keep, but it's something I would recommend if someone's looking for something like this. This would be a good one. So again, this is 24 Hours in Ancient Athens, A Day in the Life of the People Who Live There by Matyszak. And I do hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly because I'm not sure. Anyway, so I do have another book for next month, which is about ancient Rome, which is co-written by Matyszak. So I'm going to hold off until February to start that one. And then I don't know if I'm going to read a third book for this quarter in March. We'll just have to play it by ear. I did get a book about prehistoric Britain, I think, from the library, but I haven't looked at it to see if something I really want to spend my time reading. That's a little bit different, but we'll see. But yeah, There you go. That's my first step into Historathon 2024. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much. And if you are doing Historathon 2024, let me know down below what you are reading for Q1, because I'd love to find out. I'd love to know what you're reading, because I might pick it up too. Thanks. Bye-bye.